Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Beats and Sip. We are Beats and Sip. My name is Aaron.
My name is Garrison.
My name is Kevin.
Right.
So,
Good.
so yeah, we are Beats and Sip. I'm the host, and this is Aaron right here.
Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Aaron. I'm the management for Beats and Sip. We are the creative team in reference to partying. So I know for you guys that usually party, the base concept is you kind of go with your friends. You have one or two agendas. You go out. You either like decompressing, more to say, or otherwise you're just trying to have a good time and really not think about things. Either way, it's viewed the same way. I will say this though, for those of you that are musically inclined or not, we have now created an experience for you guys where you guys can enjoy yourselves and fully understand what it takes in reference to the music concept. And then we'll play the intro.
And we have an intro right now of Beats and Sip. Our first ever intro showing you how it goes. And here it is.
Beats and Sip works is I have the keyboard set right in front of everyone, like it's an actual studio session. Get everybody together, two people come up next to the pads, all you gotta be able to do is count to five. Pretty much it.
Boy, stay with his shirt on. This is our Battle of the Sexes event. It was the ladies versus the fellas. I know the fellas won, just to let y'all know.
There will be a part two. Alright, so that, my friends, that is a creative experience that we're bringing you guys to those of you who may be... To those of you who may be more so on the music side, if you're DJ, producer, even an artist itself, you more so know about the sounds, the creative backside of just making the beats and being involved in the studio. For those of you that more so do not and aren't artists or aren't producers and things like that, this is something that can still get you involved and get your interest going and buzzing. For those who have interest and may not necessarily want to say it aloud or not sure, uncertain, don't have that push, this is a moment where you guys have your moments of fame and you guys kind of just get to embrace the idea of just creating a sound.
And it also allows you to know, do other things also, as in during our time at our Beats and Sip events, you get to learn about people and see what they do, as in like when we making our beats and making a song, they start rapping, start dancing, freestyling, doing all other kinds of things that go involved with music, so you get to learn about people during that time.
Yeah, piggyback on what he said, it's a perfect icebreaker because people will be shy, and then when we select people for the song, we select by random. So if you're the quietest person, that's like a high chance you'll be picked.
We gonna get you.
Always, but yeah, it's just good vibes, fun music, great time.
And I know everybody here, and even outside here, everybody here relates to music, and you connect with it, and it brings everybody together. So that's the one thing that we want to do when it comes to Beats and Sip.
And I love that everybody that comes is super competitive.
Right. Another thing that we added, as well as that, just under the Beats and Sip umbrella, we've also added game nights that we actually have here. That's another thing that we've done, just another moment to embrace everybody, whether it's something they're familiar with or not. There's nothing wrong with going back to the old days where you play anything from the Jenga, Connect Fours, Troubles, Monopolies, anything, even the card games, board games, all the way up to the digital games that we have upstairs. We have transitioned into podcasting. So what we do is we more so highlight less of ourselves and more of those that went up to perform these beats. We will actually show you this as well coming up. We will show you guys just the breakdown of how it is to make the sounds and the enjoyment that others have. Right, so let me ask you guys, how many of you guys are familiar with just being behind the producer pad or being in the studio, making the music, making the sound? No?
Family member, not me.
That sounds like all you guys need to come to a Beats and Sip. That's what it sounds like to me. But really, the idea is for you to have that comfortability. This is something that, yes, you're getting put in front of a camera, or you get a bunch of people staring at you and things like that. Whatever your go-to signature dance move is, you can do that. Whatever, however you sing, whatever your vocals are, you can do that. Everything is just a comfort zone that we break. Literally, we will call up a stranger, someone you don't know, purposely because of these reasons. A lot of people tend to kind of stray away from others, and we want to break down that experience to really show you guys like this is something that can be welcome to all, whether you do music or not otherwise.
Yeah, and when you pick partners, when you see them come in from the beginning and not speak, and then after they go and they engage in conversations, it's a good feeling to see like everybody mingling. Like, okay, cool. Yeah, you were shy when you came in, but then it's like, oh, you made a friend at the end of the day.
Another thing I'll add for you guys, those of you that anybody that just has something they want to go off of and they're not sure or they hesitate, I would say go for it. If you have those that's in your corner that support you, I would say go for it. Do not be scared to fail, because these are all things that are learning experiences, and this is something we must do to become better at our craft. Whatever you're good at, focus on that. Everything else will come.
So we have a couple songs that we actually created at Beats and Sip that we would like you guys to hear. And this first one is the Backstreet Boys.
You are my fire, the one
You don't want me to sing, bro.
desire.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
When I say I want it that way,
Keep in mind, guys, these are the sounds that are from those that participate.
Sing it, girl.
And the next one that we also have,
It's from Joe.
Keep in mind, guys, these are all songs that you already know, already sing to yourself.
Yeah.
You wanna add some shit?
Alright, I gotta stop it. But yeah, those are a couple songs from Beats and Sip. You know, that was our 90s R&B night. And you want to talk about the different genres that we're going to be?
Yeah, so that's another thing that we definitely add. You guys saw the Battle of the Sexes that we had. We will have a round 2 for that. Just the idea of bringing different themes to partner up different people, open up different windows for people for the comfortability. We had 2 parts to a 90s R&B night. We got into it. We had a Christmas sweater themed one. We got into early 2000s. We'll really be kind of going across all genres of music. It's unlimited. The amount of songs that come out on a day-to-day basis is ridiculous.
Just what you can create too, as well.
Correct.
Oh, a question for somebody. You.
I don't have a question, I just want to say,
Oh, sorry.
I've gone to Beats and Sip before, and what I love most about it was how empowering it was for people that are not in music. There are these preset beats, and essentially it allowed people to press a button and literally curate the experience, and they felt responsible for the journey. I thought that was very empowering, and I think it's a really difficult to go it's just a very strong vessel that connects with people. They feel more confident. Like, wait, I can't mess this up, and that's a really
Yeah, because people be afraid to fail. Like back to what I said before, like the energy when people first arrive, it's just like you just walk into a new environment. But then when everybody leave, everybody's just on this like level 10 with excitement, like they have fun, and that's that's what we look to accomplish.
And when I first actually went to a Beats and Sip event, I didn't know what to expect, actually. I thought of that different stuff, like we gotta really create a beat, like we're gonna be sitting together, creating a beat at a table, and then we have to go up and play the beat like that. I'm be doodle, but it wasn't like that. So I was trying to go up, and a lot of people be shy, but we end up, letting them get up here and they get the jitters out and they create something nice.
I had a couple errors. If you see via our Instagram page, impulsive when I pressed the button, going 5 and I'm going 4, and I was trying to get that
it
beat.
was funny, I ain't gonna hold you, I saw it.
Appreciate
I ain't
it.
gonna hold you.
Don't back it up, excuse me.
The funny thing is the people that go up actually turns it into a competition. That was not the idea of it, but we went along with it for the gist. It was definitely fun just to see people actually get, that was that moment of the comfortability being there, and everyone was just like, hey, okay, what's the next beat? Let me go again.
The only competition really is the guys and the gals one, or
Yeah.
Well, we actually, they don't really be like that. We just make it like that,
Yeah,
You
you
know,
go
the
back.
positive,
it's just for the hype.
just for, yeah, make it a little bit more interesting.
Because when you go up, you and the other person, that's a song y'all are creating. So it's not competition between y'all two. Y'all two are composing a song. Correct.
And we have another clip for y'all to see at one of our events.
as you can see from that little clip, the energy between both of them is not competitive. It's more like egging on, like, yeah, you could do it. And then they just start dancing and get super hyped, and before you know it, the whole room is just turned.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, with people dancing, you know, singing, rapping, and that's what it turns into once you make a beat and you see what song came out from your beats that you're making. And it's just a vibe after. Start dancing, and sometimes it just turns into too much of a party. If y'all wanna Versa, yeah. We had a beats and sip event at Versa, and it turned into an actual party. We turned up and turned up.
It was just so many things that it was the location, it was the weather, it was the food. Like, I think that week it rained every day except that day. And that was like important because it was actually sunny. Oh man.
And we were on a rooftop.
Correct.
Where y'all do events at? Y'all seem like I said, where y'all do events at? Y'all seen Brooklyn.
Nah, we have different, you know, we travel, we're traveling type of, you know.
We on
We
tour,
just said
man.
we're on tour,
We on
basically.
ATL up next.
Yeah, we don't typically have our own venue yet, but we get there. We're working on that. Yeah, so like we said about Versa, it was kind of crazy. We had to open, still have burgers and fries and all that. Yeah, but it was a vibe. People played a couple songs.
Keep in mind, guys, I will add this as well. For those of you guys that do go up and participate, just know there are royalties to be received for those. Obviously, we know the ordeal of how it goes in the music industry. Artists lease, rent beats, etc., so forth. Those of you that participate to create that sound, those are your royalties. Straight, that's simple. Those are your royalties to have. So a lot of the times we do try to curate an environment where we have a lot of these people that are musically inclined and otherwise, those are who are not, because we want those of you that have interest in it, that didn't know you had interest in it, come along, embrace what's going on, and really participate and understand like the whole ordeal. Like, it's possible for anybody to have fun with what you do.
Yep. Any more questions?
When's your next
Actually, our next event is actually the end of May, the 27th. It's
Correct.
actually in Atlanta.
Yep. 27th of May. Yep.
When y'all next New York event?
We set that up right now at the
Yeah,
moment.
date soon drop.
It's soon coming.
See y'all New York.
We also have game nights to be announced. You follow the Coexist page. The dates will be up soon, very soon.
Yes, our game nights is lit. We turn up at game nights, especially with beer pong. If anybody wants to smoke, you know what I'm saying.
Man, I'll watch all y'all.
Game night doing like
Oh. Nah, New York. It's here, down here.
It's not there?
Here, Coexist here.
Let me know when. If this beer pong being played, I'm coming.
Oh yeah. Just don't spill no water. We have
Beer pong and Uno was like the favorites from everybody. Like, it could be different people each week. Like, we'll try to do like a family feud and different games. They just want to play Uno and beer pong.
Uno gets serious, even though there's
But
like.
one time family feud, like, it was two captains and they randomly picked.
Oh, see, he done got it. See.
Yeah, there's a game night.
We can definitely play after this. You know.
They want to know the Uno.
Y'all play black rules?
Nah, there's 1,000 rules, bro. I can't explain that. You know?
That's okay.
There's a million rules, yo, bro. That's too. They be cheating, son. They
So-
be
I saw
cheating.
all the smoke, that's what I'm trying to say.
Which
Like,
rules
bro,
did y'all subscribe to? The black people
Let's
who
make
know
it right
y'all
color.
play by the book.
We can do a 3v3 or 4.
Listen, it gets to a point where we have so many people playing Uno, we really have to pick teams, and it's crazy. Like,
So,
we have 15
Uno-
people.
Sorry to cut you off. So Uno, we try to play standard, so 2s on 2s and 4s on 4s, because people have different emotions about
So you
it.
draw forward the color, they call it right, and you draw two. Now,
Yeah, I'm trying
That's
to.
standardized. If we agree on that, like if you come say, oh,
I don't say we gotta agree on it.
no, I'm saying if you come and you like, oh, well, I only play this, we'll just agree and play that.
Oh, I'm
Come
I'm
on,
trying to
agree.
make you draw 24.
Every rule subject to change.
Yes.
They said you can't put a draw 4 on a draw 2.
What?
Does anybody agree with that?
Nope.
Look, you said what?
That's not
Yeah,
how
I
black
see.
people
No, but
play.
you see how you down here, we can play how you want. That's how competitive we are
I,
as a company.
you want all the smoke.
Ask if you guys want to stay for
first rolled out the game night?
Rhythm and games.
We're definitely winning this.
Look out for us. We have our first events coming November 19th at the Dead on 38th.
The Dead Coexist.
Blasting music all night long because it's not a music event unless the music is right. We'll have the games rocking. We'll have your Uno, your Jengas, your Connect Four, and then we'll have some drinking games for you because they can vibe once the drinks is out. Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom, all the way to today's
Tekken.
So not only that, because we have this residency here now at the Den, we will be having more Beats and Sip events here. You'll be able to enjoy the Beats and Sip events more often, so I'll keep you updated on that. On that note, we'll see you on November 19th, right here at the Den.
Yeah, the Den held some very interesting game nights. Very. Because I don't want to say this because I might sound cocky, but my team always wins. So,
Any questions, guys? Any questions?
What's your favorite part of bringing people together?
You said it, actually. Bringing people together. Just I have a moment where obviously we do a lot of the work and beforehand, and it's everything has its stresses. But once I get to stand back and watch you guys kind of enjoy yourselves and embrace every moment that we have offered, that's probably the best moment, I would say, for sure.
everybody's answer? All right, perfect.
Oh, yeah.
My answer is like seeing everybody come in like timid and then leaving super happy and then getting everybody information like, oh yeah, we're gonna meet you at the next one, and then the next event you see them coming together like, oh yeah, we're gonna team up, and it's like, oh okay, like I love seeing that.
Yeah, and the same for me, and also them saying, "Yo, when's the next event? When's the next event? We need the next event." And that's the best part. And also, as just like during these times and everything going on in the world, like us coming together we need more of that,
A big thing I will say that I noticed, just from the outside looking in, even though we're all technically on the inside, I've noticed just loving to see people who came to an event as strangers, the following event come as friends. Just embracing that moment where people really just hang out after the fact, that we can do something like that for people to be like with one another, especially as to what he said with all of what's going on that has happened.
Yeah, and having to meet people from other states, from California, Arizona, it's just amazing to see that, like, people from other states, from that far, to even come out to our events. That's an amazing feeling.
And also see people not on their phone and actually engage with others is great, because you see people in like lounges and places, everybody's at the table on their phone and nobody's like giving eye contact, speaking, like even like the simplest questions, like nobody's doing it. So that's a big thing why I feel like that's a W on our side, because everybody actually speaks and participates.
Did y'all expect to get to where y'all are right now?
Yes, but not as fast, because it took off, and it's like the views on Instagram from the messages, it's like, oh, y'all really love us.
Yeah, it kind of just smacked us in the face real hard. But, yeah, it grew real fast, actually, like just back-to-back events. It was great, but it definitely hit us hard, but it was good.
Yeah, and back to what he said about the different states, like, it's crazy talking to somebody that lives in like Boston or like Florida. Like, yeah, I got my flight. I'll be up there. I should reach there like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And you're like, man, you traveling just for this one night to party with us means a whole lot.
Now it's our time to tour, party with them. But yeah, for sure, all of that. I to be honest, it's a little bit of both. It's conflicting. I would say I did expect it, but I didn't at the same time. Of course, to what they said, definitely when it comes in reference to the pace, not at all. I was confident in a sense where like the idea of it was great, especially during the time, because I don't know about you guys, but for me, just we go to the lounges and clubs every week. You get what I'm saying? So to have something different where you guys could like, the music is there. So if you want to dance, dance. If you want to sit aside, you want to sit aside. But we want you guys to engage. We want you guys to participate. We want you to be the party rather than just letting the party take over and you just are there.
And everybody get to be themselves. Like, you don't have to look like, oh, I have to act this way in this environment. Like, no, you can be yourself. If you play the game, you jump around in your living room, do it here. Like.
Facts.
And the drinks at Beats and Sip is valid, just let you know. Yeah, we about to come out with our Beats and Sip drink. Come to your soul. So be ready for that.
What's the most challenging part of running Beats and Sip?
Everything is challenging. Everything beforehand is challenging. I won't say anything is easy. I will not take it for granted at all. Everything can be challenging because you can slip up at any moment for anything. I would definitely say I appreciate everyone that is here in support in what we do. Just a reminder to one another, hey, don't forget this, don't forget this. Everything is a daily thing. Even as simple as things, because we're coming from backgrounds where we weren't always on social media, things like that. That is what kind of runs what we do on a day-to-day. So just being on there all the time, speaking to people all the time, going to every networking event that we could possibly do, looking at venues, talking to people, just figuring out what the next step is, whatever that may be. It's all challenging, for sure.
And what even made it better, even though it's still challenging, is the team that we created, you know. And, you know, there's three of us up here, Garrison, Aaron, me, and my homegirl Kayla. I mean, she's part of the Beats and Sip team as well. Yeah, so a year ago, right? Yeah, we created a team that is just, he is I'd say right now, he's the GOAT. He's the one that actually put everybody together, you know what I mean? And he's seen what everybody brought to the table. And we just created something big, and it's going to get even bigger.
He's super humble. He don't like public credit.
Get used to it.
But yeah, now we got a lot of work ahead of us. I'm looking forward to it. This is Beats and Sip. This is Beats and Sip.
Now the other part of us, we want that smoke with the games though.
Crazy.